Hey guys, it's Nate from Ferocious Beer Company. Thank you so much for being here. It's Friday night. It is the Friday night Ferocious Free for All, and I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm glad to be here too. I missed you guys last week. I took off Saturday to Los Angeles to see my sister with my youngest daughter. She flew for the first time. I've been I've flown quite a bit, but it was really exciting because I got to kind of experience the flight through her eyes, which was really fun. So of course she had a window seat, and it was a nonstop from Love Field in Dallas to LAX in Los Angeles, and it was just really a great flight. The way back was a little bit weird because Southwest does fly 737s exclusively, and they also fly the 737 Max 800, which even though I know it's a safe plane, I've been, because of what happened with the Maxes in its past, the two crashes in the past, I had been leery about, and I specifically picked flights that were just 737s, not the Max. And we were supposed to leave Wednesday at 4 p.m., and I went to check in on my app, and they had replaced the original 737 with a Max. Um, so I actually changed the flight to the 6 o'clock one. Not because, and I will talk about this, irrational fears. So I changed it to the 6 o'clock flight, which was scheduled to be a regular 737 800. So I switched it, and everything was fine. They actually didn't charge me a fee for changing it. I told them why, and later on they replaced that plane with a Max, and so by this time I'm like, you know what? I had thought about it some more, and I thought probably of all the planes in the world, all the different models, the 737 Max 800 is probably the most researched and corrected plane after all the stuff that had happened with it before, taking it out of service for over a year across the world, really, and fixing the software on that plane. And so I made a decision. You know what? I'm going to face this fear, and I'm just going to get on the Max. We're gonna get on the Max, and it was great. It was a perfect flight. Although it was a little turbulent because of some weather, but it was a great plane. Because we switched, we kind of sat in the back to make sure we had seats together because you know, with the first flight we had, like with Southwest, you don't have assigned seating, but you basically get like your A boarding. Like when you check in, there's three groups. There's A, B, and then C. And so for the first flight, we were in Group A because I checked in early. With the other flight going back, I didn't check in early, so we got in B. And so we ended up sitting in the back so she could get a window again, and I sat next to her. And the lighting on these 737 Maxes are really cool. They're like these, well, it's like these LED lighting, but it's like mood lighting, so it kind of really doesn't, like, all of a sudden they kick the lights on and you're like, whoa, I guess we landed. It's really mood enhancing, and like they had this nice kind of like a red light in the center, and they had these blue lights on the left and right, and it was like really, you know, it was nice. And I think my fear of Maxes is done. I mean, I think they really overdeveloped to correct for the original issue they had. And if you ever have to fly a Max, I think it's fine. I was talking to the flight attendants who were there, like, oh man, the pilots love these Maxes because they're so much more powerful. They're quieter. And you look at that engine, it's basically like that engine on the 737 Max is huge. It was so big that they had to basically push it forward onto the wing instead of it hanging under the wing. And they had to, because they couldn't just raise the plane. If they had to move the engines, because if they didn't, they would have had to basically make the landing gear like a lot longer, and then it wouldn't have fit. So it's really a good design, I think, overall, now that it's been fixed and corrected. But yeah, I mean, that's that's what I did. That's the flight experience. How are you guys doing? And do you guys have any irrational fears? And if so, and if you want to let people know what your irrational fears are, let us know. I'd be curious to know about that. Yeah, someone, Aldemir, what's going on? Ninja84, which one of the two? He did stop in earlier because he sent me a screenshot on Instagram saying that he was here first. If I have it here, let's see. He says, yeah, he was the first one to like, and at 3:37 p.m. he says, I beat everybody today, but I don't see him on StreamYard here, so it must chop people off. Weird. Ellie, what's going on? Ellie, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Tiki says, that's funny. I don't see the bearded ninja anywhere. So yeah, and he was here before me. That's why I asked him that. Definitely. It's strange how that works like that. I'm not sure like why it cuts people off. Ryan, what's going on, Ryan? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, man. How you doing? Satisfied Senior, hello, present. Hello, all present and accounted for. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Zachary Dietz is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here, too. Happy Friday to you guys all. Dagan's over here. BGG Grumman, how are you? Great to see you. Travis Tyler's here. What's up, everyone? Good to see you, Travis. Thank you for being here. Miss Melissa Kate is in the house. What's going on, Melissa? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. Nicholas Z. Bearded is here. Hello, Nate and folks in chat. Really good to see you, Nicholas. Venom says, we missed you, bro. Thank you. I missed you guys, too. I didn't do the show Friday night only because, like, I had to, like, finish up a few things, pack, and just spend some time with the family, that kind of thing. And I just didn't think I would really have enough time to do the show, plus do that and get to bed at a reasonable hour. So that's why I was like, you know what, we can wait. And this Tuesday night, I'll be reviewing Crash Course, Bearded Hoosier reviews. And he made Crash Course, which is cherry, rose, amber, oud, and vanilla. So that'll be coming up Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time. So stop by for the Tuesday Night Collaboration Corner. You don't want to miss that one, of course. And that'll be Crash Course. And then you can submit your scents, and I will pick one and make one for the following week. Bearded Ninja 84, good to see you. I know you were here earlier, but for some reason your comment disappeared. Glad to see you here, brother. Greeters here. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here, Michael. Who else is here that I have not missed? Oh, Glorious Beard is here. What's up, homies? Good to see you. I saw your quick little Instagram. What's going in your grill, right? The Weber. What's going in the Weber? And I mentioned, so you put salmon in there. I'm not a big salmon guy. I like cod. What else do I like from a seafood? I like shrimp, but I'm not a salmon person. I think it's just because it's such a strong flavor to salmon that I'm just not into salmon myself. But I'm glad it looked good, though. It looked good. You had the wood, looked like you had that wood plank for your salmon, which is how you're supposed to cook it, I believe. Great to see you. Hey, let's see who else. Greeters saying, hey, Glorious. Hi, Greeter. Hey, Glorious. Russ Young is here. Oh, Free For All is on tonight. I was here at 8 p.m. Eastern time and thought perhaps you weren't coming back till Tuesday. Oh, yeah. So because I'm in Texas, I've been just by habit doing things in Central time. Although someone told me, I don't know if it was Kyle, Glorious, might have said it's easier. People just think of things from the East Coast perspective when you put times out. So it's something to think about. I know like when I used to live up in Rhode Island, like everything started was like on TV, you know, say 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And I think there's something to it. It's just being in here in Texas for so long, you just kind of get used to saying Central Time. But yeah, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad that we found each other. Bearded Ninja 84, I'm celebrating St. Patty's Day today because I worked 11 hours yesterday and walked 4 miles total. Wow, that is great. That's a great walk. I have my typical Shiner. I don't have any special St. Patrick's Day beer. I should have grabbed some Guinness, but I just really didn't have time. So tonight, my second usual, it's either Dos Equis or it's Shiner, and this is like my last Shiner strawberry I have down in the fridge. So cheers to you all. And this is a really good flavored beer, I think. Definitely like it. Let's see who else. Travis, what's going on? Travis Tyler, Nate, good to see you, brother. Thank you. Good evening, my ferocious Beard Crew family. Yes, absolutely. We got 17 people here. Let's see. Your dad used to work at Locke. Uh, your ass is not getting on any plane. Okay. Well, so have you never flown in your life? Or just wondering, have you guys? Oh, at Boeing, Bearded Ninja said he used to work at Boeing. Um, yeah, I remember it used to be if it ain't Boeing, I ain't going because their quality used to be so great. And I'm not saying the quality's bad; it's not. But I definitely think there was a turn back. I was watching a documentary actually about Boeing on Netflix. What is the name of it? I can't remember the name of it, but it just came out recently. And they were talking about like the Max issues, and you guys know the story of right the Max of why it does. But Greeter says I have never flown, but many of your family have. Okay, yeah, it's an interesting feeling. Like Barb, she doesn't like to fly because she doesn't like feeling like she's not in control at all, which is exactly what you're not in control of when you're a passenger. You're sitting in a tube, flying at 500 miles an hour at 35 or 34,000 feet, 32,000 feet, and yeah, you don't have any control really over your destiny because you know, you have to put your trust in the pilots who uh, would you would think would have a uh, oh they want to stay alive too, right? And it's an eerie feeling when you don't have control over something. And I guess like for me, sometimes amusement park rides, I'll get onto an amusement park ride, and you just have to trust that it's going to operate correctly. It's not going to fail. You're not going to hang upside down somewhere or worse, and you just have to stay on it until you get off. And it's the same thing with flying. You just have to trust that everything's going to go well. And even if it doesn't, like, I mean, I've got my pilot's license years ago. I used to fly a little two-seater, and you basically, when you're in the front, when you're controlling it, that's different because you do feel like you have some control, right? And not only that, but you can see everything around you. You can see, clouds ahead. You can see airports. You can see cars. You can see possible places to land if your engine quits. When you're in a passenger seat in a 737 or something like that, all you can see is that little box next to you, the little window next to you, and it's hard to see really anything other than that. So you don't really get the full perspective. But I've always trusted airplanes. I don't trust helicopters necessarily because I mean, there's no wings on it, right? I mean, yeah, there's auto glide, whatever. If the engine quits on a helicopter, you can pull up what they call the collective, and that makes the propeller spin really fast as you're falling down, and then that's supposed to kind of catch you and just gently set you down as long as you pull it at exactly the right time. You don't want to pull it too early or too late, but if you pull it the right time, it should work out fine. But with the airplanes, at least you can glide if the engines quit, and those things will glide for a while, and then you can hopefully the pilot will find a nice, safe place to land, even if it's a field or something. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you don't have control, and you do have to trust in the equipment and the pilot, and and really that's it. So Russ says he's enjoyed flying Florida, Michigan, and back during Christmas vacation when you were in middle school. Okay, yeah, that's a nice decent flight. Florida to Michigan, that's probably what 3 or 4 hour flight, I'd say. So that sounds like a good flight. Very small, but you have a fear with snakes. Okay, that makes sense. Reminds me of Indiana Jones. Like, why does it have to be snakes? Definitely. I don't like necessarily like seeing snakes around. I've seen a couple of like garden snakes around here outside. I haven't seen any poisonous snakes. Sorry about that, guys. I my internet before the show, and for some reason it is not. It's usually around tonight. It's about 60 or 70. So unfortunately, it is super. But fear of running out of beard oil is definitely something. That's Luckily, Ferocious has over 100. It's just acting really weird, guy. Aldemir says, "Get Irish cream. I just put it in tonight, and wow." Oh, Irish cream is a great one. Definitely great. I really enjoy that one a lot. Tiki says, "Caps, caps, caps, caps." Um, so it's caps, and it's also like exclamation points that can put you in timeout. So how am I coming across tonight? I know my voice is active, so I don't have a filter at all going through. It's just my voice, pure voice, into the microphone right in front of me. So sometimes I'll use what's called voice meter, which kind of like you can put some limits on it, and it just kind of makes it sound a little better. So tonight is just a regular, um, just my microphone and me. So Diablo says, my customs came out fantastic. Wow, thank you so much. You're welcome, Diablo. And I'll tell you what, David was the first person I kind of like utilized Diablo Bearded as a test to make some custom color labels for create your owns. And I learned a couple of things, at first. So I learned that it's, it takes quite a bit of time to make the color labels for a custom scent for one label. So usually when I make color labels, I'll make like 12 of them. So there's definitely a learning curve in making. In this case, he had ordered two create your owns. So there's definitely a learning curve in making sure only two stickers print instead of 12. So that took some time. So I think if I do color labels as part of create your owns, there'll definitely be a cost involved with it, just because it does literally take an extra, you know, half hour to 45 minutes to get everything lined up and to design it, that kind of thing. So, but I'm glad that I'm glad your customs themselves came out great. That's really, to me, it's the most important thing, is how does it smell? And I'm glad you really like that. Aldemir, go with both of them. Good choice. Russ says, Mr. Bruce City's collab, Northwoods oil in the beard tonight. Nice, Russ. Thank you, man. I like that scent. That's a good one. Hello, Satisfied Senior, the man with all the names for products. Chris Madden, sup, Nate. Good to see you, Chris. Thank you so much for being here, brother. How's it going, man? We've got 18 people here. Now you may have moved over to, what time is it? 8:08. I'm like, wow, I'm 10 minutes behind the comments, so I'm catching up. Greeter, you got to try Bear Paw yet? Loving Cold War. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Cold War, I really like a lot. Bear Paw, of course, being your scent. That's a wonderful scent. Great. If anyone is having joint pain, go buy some natural collagen. Yeah, that can definitely work. Bell's Custom Woodworking. How's it going, brother? Thank you so much for being here, man. How are you doing? How's business? How is business? I hope you're doing well. I know that you had some wonderful pictures of some beard combs that you had, and I'm glad to see that. Ellie, I have to wait till April, but I'll get some Bear Paw, and I might try Cold War too. Very good. Greeter, Cold War is so good, but I love those scents. Yes. It's the Goat Man. Those shampoo and conditioner bars are freaking awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay, Goat Man. Yep, good stuff. Goat Madness. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Great to see you, brother. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm just kind of catching up here. I went from 255 down to 241 and a half in 2 weeks. Wow. Wow. Good deal. You got Black Widow cider. It's a smooth, refreshing blackberry apple cider sitting at 6 degrees. Alcohol by volume. 6 degrees, right? What am I talking about? 6%. So this is 4.3% alcohol by volume. The Shiner here. Blackberry apple cider, though, that does sound good. Gloria says, I did once and never ever again. Okay. So was it a bad experience? Is that what led you to not want to fly again? Yeah, I thought Nate's beer was looking real good. Thank you, Tiki. Goat Menace has Dirt Road Therapy in today. Nice. Oh, thanks for that, man. That was a great scent by Billy. Great scent. One of the first scents that I can recall that had dirt in it. So Gloria says, we hit turbulence. That shit was scary. I took a 5-day bus trip back. All right. Yeah, it is. I will acknowledge. You know, you look out that window and you see those wings literally bouncing. It's definitely a little unnerving. When I used to fly my little Piper Tomahawk, which they lovingly called the Traumahawk, because I guess it's because that was a trainer airplane, and they have a tendency. So like when you're flying and you bring the throttle down because you're practicing stalls. And a stall is basically not when the engine quits, but it's basically when there's not enough air coming over the wing, and so you lose lift, and then you start to dive down a little bit, and you feel a little buffeting first. But with a Tomahawk, that airplane had a tendency to spin pretty quickly, and it was never consistent. Was it going to spin to the left or to the right? And when it spins, there's a certain procedure you have to follow in the Piper Tomahawk to get out of the spin, or you will spin your way to the ground. Unlike a Cessna, which is another trainer, Cessnas, when those planes started to spin, literally you could just take your hands off of the yoke, and you could take your feet off, and it would basically get out of a spin and just kind of gently bring itself back up. Not so with a Piper Tomahawk, and that's why students and people, who flown them, called them a Traumahawk. But you know, turbulence. I enjoyed flying in that plane when it was a little turbulent out, because I love doing what's called crosswind landings. So like that's like when you have the wind blowing to your left or right as you're flying, because when you're trying to land, it's almost like you're kind of coming in on an angle. Like this is the bottom of the plane. You're coming in on an angle, and just when you touch the runway, you just kick that rudder and it spins the plane and you go straight in. It just made for a more interesting flight. But yeah, when you're flying commercial, it's always better if it's nice and smooth, so you can drink those drinks without getting it all over your lap. What's up there, Donnie? Great to see you. Sup, broskies and broke sets. Good to see you, man. How are you doing today? How's Florida? Daniel the Bearded, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Do you want a pilot with salt and pepper hair? Yeah, exactly. If he's the pilot, as long as he's not starting late, I think that would be great to have a salt and pepper haired pilot with a beard. I'd rather see a beard. But most of the pilots I've ever seen, they don't have beards. Very, very rare. Not that I fly a lot. I really don't fly that often. I haven't flown. I think the last time I flew was, well, when I first went up to Boston to attend to some of my father's needs before he passed away. This was in 2018. That's the last time I flew, and that was from Dallas up to Logan Airport in Boston. Welcome back, Nate. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it. It's good to be here. Donnie says, I'm in the I've landed the plane club. Oh, good. How was that? And what kind of plane did you land? Do you have your pilot's license? Or did you just jump in and save the day? All that flight simulator time. What's going on? Ellie says, longest flight I had to do was from New York City to the big island of Hawaii. Wow, that is a long flight. Was that like broken into two parts because of the the fuel situation, or did it have enough fuel where you could go all the way through? I'll tell you what though, I am surprised Southwest Airlines actually flies to Hawaii now, on a 737. I'm sure it's the max, but it can hold enough fuel that if you take off from California, you can, and they have enough reliability in the two engines that you can fly all the way to Oahu, which I think is pretty cool. Before, it used to be you'd have to have a plane with four engines in case you have an engine quit halfway through. You'd still have three engines to get you there. Well, I guess the 737 MAX, the one engine is powerful enough that if you happen to lose your engine halfway between California and Hawaii, it can still make it on one engine. So who would have known though? But I guess that just happened about 2 years ago. Bearded Account, what's going on, Ken? Great to see you. Hello, Nate, everyone. Thank you for being here. The worst is when people have to get to know each other. Conversation on the plane. Yeah, that's true. I know there's a lot of people that just pop in their earbuds and it's like, okay, I get the message. You don't want to. Here's the other worst thing is like when you're like in the window seat or the second row or the second seat, and the person next to you in the aisle seat is one of those people that just seems like a real jerk, and either you or someone next to you has to use the restroom, and you're like, excuse me, Go to use the restroom. And if they're listening to the earbuds, it's like you're bothering them, but it's like, get out of the way. I got to go to the bathroom. Okay, Bearded Ninja says, I had today off from work and I have to work 10 hours tomorrow. And you have to go into work on Sunday for an hour meeting. So you get Monday off. Okay, so are they just paying you for 1 hour on Sunday, or are they paying you for 4? Because I remember when I used to work at my old job, if you had to come in on a Sunday or for anything, even for a meeting, you got paid for 4 hours. That was the rule they had in place. So that was pretty good. I don't know how they treat you at your job, but DTB working that extra OT. Yeah. Tiki, does a salt and pepper beard count? I would say that counts. Yeah, exactly. She says, I would think it actually counts for double. Absolutely. It better. You're drinking, Jim Beam and Pepsi. Pepsi, no Coke, right? Not Jim Beam and Coke. You're drinking the Pepsi over there. They're fixing to make spring forward permanent. Yeah, I heard about that, and I think that's a good thing. Actually, I mean, just in reading it, it sounds like it's a good thing because it's just weird, when you change the time. And in this case, it was Saturday. I flew to California, so I'm already like behind 2 hours. And then let's see, spring ahead, fall back. So they put it up an hour. So let's just say that I got to bed very late. Every night I was in California, like 1 o'clock Pacific time. And when I got back here, it was like we landed late. We landed about 10:15 p.m. Central Time. And by the time we got our baggage and got to the car, which is on the roof of Love Field, and drove back to Fort Worth, it was like 11:30, 11:45 when we got in. Something like that. And of course we couldn't sleep. We were wide awake by the time we got back. So unpacking and stuff like that. Let's see. Greeter says, fear of the power going out during thunderstorms. Yeah, that's true. Because sometimes, whether it's, air conditioning or it's stuff you want, to cook. Sometimes you have an electric stove or an oven, or, you can't watch TV, you can't watch the news, you can't watch the weather, can't watch YouTube, anything, right? Sometimes without power because you don't have internet, unless you're using the LTE, which eats up data. Gloria says, I fear planes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Okay, yeah, so tornadoes, I have a healthy respect for tornadoes. I've seen some tornadoes, but I've never experienced like wrath of a tornado. Like nothing's damaged any of my properties I've ever been on. For whatever reason, miraculously, I've never had hail damage. Never hail damage during a storm, and that sometimes happens during a tornado. I have felt some earthquakes before. Nothing too strong, but I felt them before. Not this time, but before when I visited California, I've felt an earthquake. And then one time in the Air Force, I was lying in my bed, and my roommate, he was in his bed, and it just all of a sudden, my bed started shaking. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And sure enough, there had been an earthquake I think it was in Belgium, but you could feel it all the way in Germany where I was at. So, let's see. I have been thinking about the way the world is going to look for heirloom vegetables in cookbooks from the 50s and older. That's news to me. I didn't know that, but I think there's some definitely like if you think about it, like cookbooks from that era were really good, like hearty meals generally. And a lot of the cookbooks you see nowadays, they're more like the new way to do things, or with a flair, or with a certain twist to it. And it's like, it's not like the way the cookbooks used to be. But heirloom vegetables, that's like heirloom vegetables. I've heard the term before, but is that basically like what is, I know like tomatoes are in there somewhere, but what are heirloom vegetables compared to say regular vegetables? Nate is a scent magician. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. I really appreciate you for saying that. Greeter says, you sound fine, Nate. You did have some connection issues there for a second. Okay, yeah, it's like what happens on my screen is I just see the screen goes black and I see this circle going around, and then once that happens, I'm like, well, I hope it stops spinning. Um, the TCB from Satisfied Senior smells crazy good. I'll tell you, Satisfied Senior has some amazing scents, really, really like top notch, and I will see things, and I compete. Like he has ordered a lot of custom scents, and when I see things that he orders, I can like when I see the things that he puts on the list, and I go to the shelves, I pull them together and bring them here, and I start to make it. Like when I see the rest of the things he wants in it, I can before I even put it in, I can envision what it's going to smell like, and I can see why they will work well together. Things that I had not even thought about, and it's really it's just magical in some cases. Some of these scents, some of the ones even that you guys make on Collaboration Corner, some of the ones that I get from other people from Create Your Owns, they just fall into place usually really well, and it all depends on how you blend them too, and like it's like where do you want the focus of the blend to be, which particular scents do you want to be the highlights of the custom scents you're asking for. Chris says, Nate, your products are always great. Nate the Great. Oh, thanks, thanks, Chris. Nate the Great, the book, right? Remember that book too? Yeah, right. Nate the Great. I remember those books. My wife and I myself got high top Pumas. Oh, nice. High tops. There you go. I haven't worn high tops in a while, but the closest to high tops I probably wore recently were I have a pair of like Dickies work boots, and they're kind of like high top, but they're not like sneakers though. But yeah, high top sneakers are nice. Tote the Note in Beard, Dirt, Elang Elang, Mountain Rain, and Sandalwood. Yeah, that's a nice scent right there. I love the Elang Elang. And the sandalwood, that's that one that I always talk about how expensive it is. Like $65 for a half-ounce bottle of that sandalwood. Good stuff, though. Joshua Ricks is in. What's going on, brother Nate? Hope all is well. Thank you, Joshua. All is well here, man. Just got back 2 nights ago. Catching up, going through my orders. So what I do, like when I get my orders, so just to kind of let you guys know my process in case you're wondering. Anytime people place orders, I have a spreadsheet, and I basically put the order number. I put I have columns like oil, nut-free oil, balms, butters, wash, conditioner, and then others. And I'll go through each order, and then I will type out on the spreadsheet like the scent you're looking um, for all those different things. And the reason I do this is I don't want to miss anything because I want it right in front of me on one sheet. Because Shopify, it's like you can't like hit print and like have it just print like the list of what you need to make. So I use that as my guide to make sure I don't miss anything. But I can also categorize it by whatever column I want. So like if let's say 4 of you ordered one particular scent, I can categorize by oil, and I know I have to make 4 of those oils. So it's just when I pull out the ingredients for it, it just makes it a lot easier than just doing it one by one, literally. So that's the way I do it. But it just takes some time, and then coordinating, everything to make sure that orders are going, I try to put like who they're going to on the list too. That way, in case there's somebody that has 2 orders or 3 orders, I can put those together into one package. Because a lot of times you'll get orders and you'll package it up for somebody. Let's say Diablo orders one thing, and I package it up for him, print out the envelope, the shipping envelope, and put it in the bin ready to go. And then I see, 3 orders down, there's another order from Diablo. So I've got 2 choices. I can either pack up that one too separately, print a new shipping label. Now he's got 2 shipping labels going out, and they're in 2 packages. Or since I already packaged the other one, I can tear that thing apart, pull it out, waste that envelope, and put them in one envelope, cancel the original shipping, and repackage in a new order with shipping, and then refund one of the shippings back. That's what I sometimes try to do. Or I can just take that one, get a bigger envelope, put the original one in there, cancel the shipping on it, and then put the rest of the stuff in the envelope. And now he's got like two envelopes in one with one shipping label on the outside. So it's like all these things I try to do in advance to try to help me be more efficient, because organizing takes time, but once you're organized, you can just breeze through a lot. It's going to take a long time to get through every order. Just try to just be efficient. Oh, let's see. Nicholas says, I had an experience with a pilot saying he just got his in the air. Well, I mean, these guys, like, it's usually the person on the left seat is the captain and the person on the right seat is the co-pilot. And a lot of times the co-pilot might just have, 500 hours in type or in the plane, or even less than that if he just started as a co-pilot. But the captain's going to have a lot of hours, thousands of hours usually. Venom says, world's best beer company, ferocious beer company. I can't disagree, Venom. Thank you. I really appreciate you so much for saying that, man. Really. And I when I'm away, I'm so like, oh, I want to get these orders filled. Even though I was on vacation, I'm like, I want to get back into it. And I think about all these things. And then I keep thinking to myself, you know what? Why can't we do something? Why can't I do whatever it is I need to do? Like a lot of companies, they'll ponder it. Should I do this? Should I make a test and send it out to 6 people? See what they think. You know what? I'm a one person, nimble. I can just whip up something and make it happen. And that's what I'm going to be starting to hopefully do more of. You're going to also see some things like some really great beard oil deals, like beard oils, and no code required. It's buy one, get one 50% off. If you go to the 2 beard oil deal, you can literally pick 2 of your beard oils that you want. And one of them's, it's $29.98 for 2 oils. So that's basically buy one, get one 50% off. I've got the buy 3, get 1 free going on as well. No code required. So, I mean, I want you guys to experience Ferocious. And if you have any questions, comments, obviously I take that all in and stir all those ideas together and try to make Ferocious as good as I can for you guys. So appreciate you so much for saying that, Venom. Last time I flew was in 18. Oh, wow. Yeah, that actually saw it go down on my. I need to figure out what's happening there. Why is Spectrum? I'm with Spectrum. We have Spectrum Internet. It was 7:37 and it was landed for a medical emergency that you had. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Okay, so yeah, that's one way to land the plane, definitely. But I'm glad you're okay. World's best family, ferocious beer crew. There you go. That is a true statement. Kind of like the Mile High Club, but the Mile Low landed. Yeah, exactly. And if you think about a Mile High Club, so that should really be like the 7 Mile High Club, right? Because they fly at 32 to 35,000 feet. Bearded Ninja says last time he flew, he thinks he was 2. 3 flights, New York to LAX, LAX to Honolulu, and then Honolulu to the Big Island. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Boy, flying into Honolulu is awesome because you see that big long runway and the F-15s will go out there and take off. Good stuff. And you was born in 84. Oh man, 84. I feel so old now. You're getting paid for it once you clock in until you clock out. Oh, okay. So it sounds like if you clock out after an hour-long meeting, they're only going to pay you for an hour, which kind of bites. Greeter says Sunday, that should be time and a half. So yeah, when I was in Rhode Island, that was time and a half. If I worked on a Sunday, that was a pretty good deal. Sunday is your Wednesday, food service life. Sure, absolutely. Tommy Robinette is here. What's going on, Tommy? Oops, I think it's going to spin out again. Good to see you, Tommy. Thank you for being here. Let's see. The CPAP machine, of course. Yeah, my issue is the air conditioning, the internet, and the biggie is power for your CPAP machine so you can sleep. Yep, absolutely. Definitely. Satisfied Senior. And the Yankees, Glorious. Is that your biggest fear too? The Yankees? I have a fearful, Ellie says, I have a fearful fascination with bugs. I don't mind them. We'll touch them, let them crawl on me, but sometimes we'll freak out. You know, Ellie, I see some of these videos like they're not just regular bugs, but they're like bees or something, honeybees or something. They'll let people put. I've seen people that look like they have a beard because it's full of bees on their face, and I'm like, there's just no way you could pay me enough to have a bunch of bees crawling on my face. Bugs, even bugs. The only, and I wonder if it's called a ladybug. It's like, oh, it's not scary. It's a ladybug, and I'm not as what they say in Rhode Island. I'm not a scared. I'm not a scared. Like I'm not afraid of a ladybug because a ladybug's a ladybug. But if it's just a bug, I don't necessarily want a bug on my arm or my finger. But you let bugs crawl on you. So here's another thing. In Texas, they've got fire ants, which are basically they're not red. They're kind of like a blackish. Some of them might be kind of a little bit red, like a red, like in my picture, like kind of like maybe like this color, like a black red. But boy, they hurt. Like and they will attack at once. It's like they send this signal. If there's a couple of them on you, 1, 2, 3, and they just bite you, and it just feels like a fire, like it feels like a burn, and like they'll leave like a like a almost like a zit on your wherever they bite you, which gets filled with pus and all that nasty stuff. Ugh. But that I don't like those kind of things. But yeah, I guess so. Ladybugs and butterflies are the only things I like that I can deal with. Let's see. Heirloom vegetables have seeds you can save and regrow. Okay. There you go. Thank you. I didn't know that. Betty Crocker was the best. Yeah, Betty Crocker had some good stuff. Julia Childs was the best also. I think there's a show coming out about her. Yeah, so Julia Childs, there was that movie Julie and Julia, and I watched that I don't know 10 years ago now, but that was a good one. Ellie says, I loved watching Julia Child. She was half in the bag all the time. Yeah, I think she was. But she definitely got some exposure, and she had some great stuff. Got to use some wine, a little bit for the food, and a little bit for me, a little bit more for me. Yes, exactly. Bearded Ninja says you wish you had a way to go back in time to talk to family members and record their knowledge. And once they leave, they don't remember anything. Once you leave. Yeah, that would be cool to do that. I know, sometimes people will leave videos behind, or they'll, like my father used to record a lot of things years ago on tape. And so I can sometimes, I could listen to those. But yeah, he definitely, that would be definitely cool to get the experience of people that just have the experience that you don't have. And sometimes you don't want to hear it when they tell it to you. But once they're gone, you start to think, even though you might not remember their exact words, you start to think, now I kind of know what they were talking about because you start to learn things on your own. And that's the thing. It's like when you're older, like I wish I could go back in time knowing what I know now and, live my life maybe a little differently when I was younger. But so Suesano, what's going on? Good to see you guys. What's good? All good. I hope you're good. Ellie says, so was Jacques. Oh yeah. Whatever his name was. I remember that name. Jacques. And I'm not talking about Jacques Cousteau, right? I'm talking about there's another Jacques. Like a food Jacques. Nate's skillet goes beyond scent profiles. His carrier blend works awesome in your gray beard. Nice. That's really good. Oh, the skills. I said skillet. I guess we're all talking about food, so no doubt we type skillet. But the carrier blend, I do like the carrier blend. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not a scared, right? Exactly, a scared. Yeah, no R. Like the R is silent. A scared. That's it. A scared. Who's a scared? We say that here in Massachusetts. Yes, exactly. A scared. And what else do they say in Massachusetts? I'm trying to think. It was like irregardless. They won't say regardless. They'll say irregardless. Like I don't have much money, but irregardless, I'm gonna go to the store and spend some. instead of regardless. Yes. There we go. Russ. Black pepper, lavender, lime, leather, tobacco, and rum. Sounds fire. Definitely. Definitely is fire. We are going to do a bonus giveaway tonight. And that bonus giveaway, I posted on Instagram a couple of days ago. Let me get up there on the Instagram page real quick. Take a look at it. There it is. Bonus giveaway. Join Nate on the Ferocious Friday free-for-all for an extra $50 bonus giveaway. At the time, I wrote, I'm in beautiful Los Angeles through tomorrow night and can't wait to get back to see y'all Friday night at 8 p.m. Central. And this is the image that I took, actually. Whoops, I can hardly see that. Sorry. I don't know if you can see that very well. But that is obviously the Pacific Ocean. I tell you what, there's some really beautiful parts to California. I really love being so close to the ocean like that. Good stuff. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the giveaway tool, and it is going to be the word bonus. Hashtag bonus. Let me just share it so you can see the word, but it is hashtag bonus. There it is. So just type in hashtag bonus, and we'll go ahead and get you set up, and we'll draw a winner for tonight. $50 gift card to Ferocious. And so while that's happening, Russ asks, how was LA? Did you have fun? Yes, I did. I had a blast. I had a really good time. So my sister lives out there. She lives with her kids. She's divorced now, but I saw her ex, who I know. He's also from Rhode Island. I just had a really good time connecting with her again, connecting with her kids, and my youngest got to meet her cousins, which was really nice. That's one thing living out in the middle of like Texas is we don't have family here, so like everything is you either go to the East Coast or the West Coast to see family. So it's just really nice to kind of get together with her and with the cousins. We did go to Universal Studios in California, and that's really cool because unlike the one in Florida, the one in California, you can actually take a bus tour. It's like it's like an open doored bus, kind of like a trolley sized bus, and you go around where there's different sets that you can see, and you drive into this area. It's like this warehouse, and they close the doors and they give you 3D glasses, and then they project like this 3D movie onto the left and the right, and they start shaking the bus that you're in, and it was Fast and the Furious, and you really feel like you're in like this movie, and where you're like speeding down the highway, and really just pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool to experience. So we did that. We also walked around the rest of Universal, went into a couple other rides. Just had a good time. Like I don't usually do those kinds of things, so it was really nice to kind of just do that, and just it was great for my daughter because she got to walk around with the cousins, kind of like with a little bit more responsibility of walking with them without me right there. So it was just good time. I really enjoyed it. So thanks for asking though, Russ. It was a good time. Had some really good food out there. And what else did we do? They've got these it's like a cupcake machine, but it's like an ATM. It's an ATM cupcake company. And so you go to this box and you can like order cupcakes like of ATM. It's like you're entering information into an ATM almost, but a little bit bigger screen. And then next thing you know, your cupcakes pop out, and it's all automated, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely California with an automated cupcake ATM machine. But you know, it was fun though. Good stuff. Things were pricey. Gas was about six something, 6.99 I think, or $7 a gallon for gas. So that's more expensive than here. Here it's like 3.99 to about 4.59 in Texas. So definitely quite a bit more expensive out there. Let me see how many people have signed up. We got 15 entries so far. We've got 12 on the show at the moment. So maybe like another 10 seconds and we'll go ahead and pick a winner. Let's see. Okay. Why don't we pick a winner now? So on the count of three, I'll hit the entry button. 1, 2, 3, or the draw button, I should say. There we go. Let's see. Who is going to win a $50 gift card? Chris Cox. Chris, congratulations. You are the winner of a $50 gift card to Ferocious. So if you can, please send me your name and email address to ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. Or you can send me an Instagram message at Ferocious Beard Crew, and I will get you that gift card, $50 gift card, as soon as I have that information. So congratulations. And thanks to everybody for participating. Let me just jot this down here. $50 gift card winner. Very cool. All right, got that. And again, it's ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com, or Instagram, it's #FerociousBeardCrew, or @FerociousBeardCrew, I should say. 3/18. Can you believe it is March 18th already? Time's a flying. My kids had spring break this week, so I wanted to spend as much time with them as I could. You know, this week, especially the older they get, you want to make sure that you can be there, you know, as much as you can for them. So I will be doing some overtime this weekend. I want to catch up on some orders. Last check, I have 38 orders to fulfill, which is honestly the most I've had to fulfill at one time. Usually the most I've had to fulfill, and it's usually by like Monday, is about 20, because I'm usually caught up most of the week anyway. So I do have 38 orders to fulfill, but that should be fine. I love pushing myself. I love testing to see what is my limit to orders. How many orders can I theoretically take in a day? Or well, this is like a week's worth just about. So how many could I do this every day and keep a straight head? You know what I mean? So 38 orders. I'm looking forward to it because I'm using my process of documenting it all, and then it's going to be should be good to go, though. I just need to make them. So I would expect that everything should be shipped out no later than Tuesday. Some things maybe Monday, probably be Monday for some of them. But for some of the more recent Create Your Owns, they'll probably be Tuesday when they go out. So should be good. All right, and I think I saw a comment from Chris. Let me just see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is awesome. We'll send you info ASAP. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Chris, and thank you. Thanks for being here. Ellie says, I have got a 17-year-old. I'm still trying to figure out where the time went. Yeah, you're right. It just goes by so fast. Like when they're younger, you're like, oh, this isn't going by that fast. But then the next thing you know, they're like in 6th grade and 8th grade. And you're like, holy moly. Todd says, I can't wait to get my beard mail. I can't wait to get your beard mail too. I love when you guys get product. It just is really good stuff. Glad to hear you're busy, Nate. Me too, Russ. I enjoy being busy, definitely. Because, you know, when I'm busy, that's when I also learn what works out best. Like what's a better process to do things. So you have beard oil that old? Same, yeah, a son at 17. Right? He graduated this year too, Glorious. So yeah, what's next on their plans after graduation? I've been working on, this is what I took with me to California. This right here, it's just an experiment. It's basically, I'm trying to make a thicker beard oil that you can use, like just put in a tube. And like, here's an example. So I do have some coconut oil in here because I'm going to add more coconut oil, I think, because I want to thicken it a bit. I've got a little bit of lanolin and of course the carrier oils. This one is unscented, but this is basically, there he goes. And the cool thing is you can just set it down like that, and you don't have to worry about, you know, putting the thing back on, because I always forget to do that. Because like right now I just set it down and it would just stay in there, and theoretically once I'm done styling my beard, I would then go back to the bottle and seal it. But a lot of times I forget to seal it, because I'll come back later that day and it's not sealed, which means I didn't seal it. And if I were to knock it over, I would lose half my beard oil. So I've been thinking about that for just my own like laziness and not going back and sealing it, but also thinking something like this is pretty convenient for certain circumstances. So it's just something I've been kind of working on. I also may put some lotion in this instead. I'm not really sure. Bearded Ninja 84 says, yeah, start selling beard oils in that bottle. Yeah, I may just do that. I do need labels though. That's the thing. I need some blank labels and I need to be able to create a label. But I think what I could do, you know what I could do? I can print my own on the back, like for what kind it is, what scent it is. And then the front could just be whatever we end up calling this product. Because it would be a thicker oil, and it is 2 ounces. So it could be its own beard. It's not really a butter, and it's not really a balm. It's just a thicker oil. So I don't know. If you guys have any ideas for names, of course, let me know. I'm happy to contemplate any of those names. But you know, since it's 2 ounces versus 1, that's, you know, I'm sure we can make it a good deal. But I'm just not sure what exactly to call it. Like a thicker oil, basically, is what it is. But it's mostly, for me, it's mostly for just convenience and travel and so forth. Glorious Spirit says, my son is going to college to play baseball. He's not sure what he wants to take for a major, though. Oh, that's awesome. Did he get a scholarship for baseball? I'm going to Western Governors University, which is an online college. Okay, so let's see. Nate, as a thicker oil, is it a different carrier blend? It's not a different carrier blend per se, but what I did was I took my regular carrier blend and I also added, I made 3 bottles. And in this particular one, I put 2 scoops, I'll call it, of coconut oil, which is, but it's the 76 degree coconut oil. So it's like coconut oil that has a lower melting temperature than regular coconut oil. Because I don't want it to get stuck in here. And then there's also a little bit of lanolin. So I think I'll add maybe double or triple the coconut oil in here. And that plus scent it. So it's basically the only difference is the coconut oil and the lanolin, which is in there too. No shea butter though, just coconut oil. Todd says whipped beard butter would be great to put in there. Oh yeah, but you know what, Todd, I've tried twice. I've tried whipped butters. They're wonderful. They come out really nice, but the problem is they melt by the time they get to the customer's house. And so you cannot really reconstitute whipped butter unless you take it all out and you whip it yourself. So that's the problem with whipped butter, is that, I mean, I can do it when I'm making it, but if it were to melt by the time it gets to your house, I don't have easy instructions for me to give you on how to put it back to the whipped state. But I mean, it's a good, you're right though, whipped would be cool in there. It would be nice. It just wouldn't stay cool enough during shipping. Um, I know all you guys are subscribed, but just want to remind you guys, in case anyone watches this later on, subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell, and you'll always know when I go live and when I have a new video coming out. So, let's see. No, he is a junior in high school, but a couple of Division III schools have talked to you. COVID killed baseball for you up here. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Whipped butters only ship well in the cooler months. Yeah, no, that's true. Yep. And you know, it's funny because the first time I came out with whipped butter was like the middle of July. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be great, without even thinking that it was going to melt by the time I got to everybody's house. So it was kind of a flop. And then I came out with some whipped body butters too, but that was to bring to the farmers markets, and it was just, 95 degrees, and it just wasn't going to work. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just not the right thing to do to have whipped products. All right, and let me see. I believe, yes, Chris, I got your email. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll get that sent out to you tonight. That $50 gift card. So thank you. All right. And then what else did we do in California that I can tell you about? We went to a place called Pacific Palisades, and it is like an area that overlooks, like, you ever see those pictures when they talk about in California how like certain houses start to like crumble because the earth below it is giving way? It was kind of like that, except it was just the earth below that you could kind of walk on, and we kind of walked out there a little bit, and parts of it were wide enough to walk, no problem. There were other parts, though, that were a little bit, like, you really didn't want to step there because you could literally slide down 20, 30 feet. And there, it's like it's a mix between dirt and loose gravel and these prickly bushes. So, like, I did slide down a little bit, one section, and you end up just getting all, like, thorns in your hands and stuff like that. So it was interesting. It was really beautiful. I mean, between the Pacific right there and the mountains, and the air, like every day was like the same temperature. It was like 75 during the day and like 65 at night. I will tell you, you guys have been, if you've been to California, I mean, the weather is just amazing. What I don't like about California is the traffic. The traffic is just ridiculous. There's so much. What else is there? The cost of living, the prices on things. Like, this house that I'm in here, like my house in California would be like 1.5 million or $2 million. Nothing near that here in Texas, by far. So like, I don't know how I couldn't afford California. I couldn't live there because I couldn't afford there. 1701. Has anyone used that name yet? Ooh, Ellie, you talking about for the actual product, which will be different scents, but you're talking about like, this is our 1701 blend or something like that. Chris says, I just found out about your company a few days ago. Looking forward to trying your products. Oh, Chris, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And I tell you what, I love when someone discovers Ferocious and is a winner, because sometimes when people discover a company and, they're invested, right? They're invested in other companies. They've got money out, they've got product, and they're like, I don't know if I want to buy from another company right now because I've got so many other products that it just doesn't work with your budget or with your plans or whatever. But like, maybe I'll bookmark this for a future date. And sometimes people come back and sometimes they don't. So it's really great that you won because you haven't tried anything yet from Ferocious. So I am really looking forward to your trying out the products and seeing what you think, and let me know what you think about that. Cemeteries are popular, but can be creepy, I guess. So yes, they can be creepy. You're right. Oh, NCC 171, I would make a good name with the right thing. That's true. Yeah, you're right. NCC 1701, A, B, C, and D, right? But 1701. That would be cool if we could do like a 17101 and maybe have like a. But, I'm trying to figure out though, like from a product point of view, this is our 1701 blend or 1701 blend. Russ says, yeah, I agree, Nate. Now Chris can try your stuff out. Definitely, definitely. Call it the Ferocious. That's cute. I don't know. Maybe, but it's a little cute. A little too cute for me. I'm trying to become a little bit more edgy with the maybe I am trying to become a little more edgy. I don't know. But it's a cute name. I do like it. I have only been to Big Bear Lake. Stopped when you was in Vegas. Okay. Hey Dan, what's up? All right. Yeah, I have never been to Big Bear Lake, but I've heard about it, but I've never been there. My grandmother always would say that cemeteries are so popular. Everyone is dying to get in. Yes, exactly. Okay. Sorry, for some reason my mail just decides to pop up now, which does that periodically. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, let's see. Let's do a regular giveaway. At this point, it is 9:07. So why don't we do a regular giveaway? This will be for a $25 gift card to Ferocious. So give me 1 second. Let me queue up a new word. Okay, so this word is going to be ferocious. The word is ferocious. And this is going to be for a $25 gift card to Ferocious Beer Company. So when you get a chance, type in hashtag ferocious. What about the rogue? Let me write these names down here. We got 1701 from Ellie, based on NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. See, the thing is, I could use it, but I'd have to be like, I wouldn't obviously be able to like put like the Enterprise on there or something like that. But I could do some funky things and make it look cool. The Rogue. The Rogue. I'm trying to think of how we'd market that. Say, okay, guys, use Ferocious the Rogue. Give me some context. Give me some context on that one. Definitely. Good questions. What scents are you partial to, Chris Cox? So, Chris, since you're new to the site, the way the site is laid out is there are some different sections on the beard on the website. So, for example, if you go to beard oil, you're only going to see 9 oils initially on that page, and I've separated 2 other, or really 3 other sections. If you want to see more scents, there are the collaboration corner scents, which are on the menu. Shop, beard oils, or beard products collaboration corner. Click on there. It's going to show you like 95 different additional scents that are all submitted by people who join the show and have submitted their own scents. There's also the historic scents, which are scents I used to make. Originally, I had about 60 cents or so, 62. So there's about 52 cents on that page under the historic scents, and those are all the old scents that just didn't sell as popular as some of the more recent ones I made, or some of the other ones I made. And then there's Satisfied Seniors top 33 cents, which are the top 33 cents. Well, there are 33 of his scents that he's purchased in the past that we've decided to put on the website. So there are different areas, and then you can also create your own, and you can use that gift card to apply to a create your own if you'd like as well. So, okay, I am looking here. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, the Rogue. Okay, all right. I'm not super into Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm not. I would have to really do some like deep thinking about how I would implement that. Okay, dude, the app just messed up my order. Can you call me after this is done? Yeah, sure. Absolutely, brother. Uh, you got it, man. How did it mess it up? Just curious. Um, Dan says, Kyle, don't. Yeah. Let me see. Did an order come in? Let me see if something just came through. Um, let's check something here. I want to see if it came through. Okay, I just saw something come through from you, Kyle. Absolutely. And Kyle, because you placed an order, we're going to go ahead and do a bonus giveaway. So thank you for your order. You guys, just so you know, we always do a bonus giveaway during this show anytime somebody places an order. And Kyle, you did place an order, so we'll go ahead and do a bonus giveaway. I'm just taking a look at it while the words are coming in. The hashtag ferocious is coming in. See what might have happened here. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a call, Kyle. You bet, man. So let's see here. Chris says your selection looks to be incredible. I like woodsy a lot, but still fairly new to this, so not tried a large variety yet. Okay, and Chris, one of the things I have in the pipeline to work on too is like I want to be able to like have you kind of like put in certain like categories like woodsy or uh, you know, tobacco or things like that, and have it kind of show you the like show you those scents that are available in that type, like that category. That way you're not like overwhelmed with a whole bunch of scents you may not be interested in. Your BOGO Club oil didn't go through. Okay. Yeah, no problem. We'll take care of it, man. No big deal at all. Um, 2, 4. Yep. No worries at all, brother. Or call it magic, or call it beard speed, because knowing you with magic mist and beard crack, this new product is going to be awesome. Just release it on a Wednesday because Wednesdays are your payday. That's a good idea. Speed, beard speed. Yeah, it's definitely like convenience. It's convenience. It's thicker, but it's not necessarily a butter or balm. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Ellie has a good point. There's so many good choices, you really can't go wrong. But I would say go for the buy three and get one for free, and wash. So worth it. That's right, because a buy three get one free. It's like $59.97, I think, for 4 oils. So it is literally getting one free because they're $19.99 each. So that would be normally like almost $80. So it would be $59.99 or $59.97 or something like that. And then the wash is a great. You'll love the wash. That'll last you a while. Nate Whisker. Oh, Whisker. Ferocious Whiskers. Right here. Here you go. I'm writing down these names, writing down these ideas. Whiskers and beard speed. And we'll whittle it down and figure something out. All right. Whiskers from Nicholas. Beard speed from Bearded Ninja. Okay. The wash is amazing. I love it. Thank you very much, Kyle. I tell you what, the wash is the one thing I think has got the most reviews of all of my products on the website is the wash. So if I go there to shop and then wash and style and then beard wash, there are literally 117 5-star reviews. So I mean, I put every review on the site, whether it's good or bad, and so there are not any 4-star reviews or 3 stars or 2 stars or 1 stars for the beard wash. It is all 5-star reviews, and that is, that's just kind of like a testament to how well it's received. I've been using 1 bottle of wash in the seasons of fall, winter, and soon to be spring. See, there you go. It's 4 ounces, but it's really thin, and only a little bit will be all you need. It'll last you, well, almost 3 seasons. It's a 3-season wash, right? Like literally one bottle is a 3-season wash almost. 2 seasons at least. All right, let's do this. Let's pick a winner. So why don't we do the 10-second timer again, and then we'll go ahead and pick a winner. We've got 14 entries, and we got 10 people watching it looks like right now. So let's take a peek at who's going to win. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and draw. Let's see here. The masshole in me wants to go change that. Hey, Greeter One. All right. Congratulations to you. I will be sending that off to you right after the show, and I'll send Chris his as well because I have your email address now. So we'll get those gift cards right out right after the show. And then Kyle, I'll give you a call on Instagram. So the masshole in you wants to go change that. I go through a bit more wash with your hair. Yeah, that's true. Because Ellie, give me your opinion on how it works for your hair. I'd really love to hear that. Yay or nay, whether it's positive or negative. I have used it in my hair. I like it. I love it on my beard. I like it on my hair. I feel like it does wonders, much more wonderful for my beard than my hair. Not because it doesn't work on my hair, but I just like the feeling of it in my beard. But how does it work for you with your hair? You use it every night. Good, yeah, and it's great to use that every night. Okay. Chris says he's not a veteran. Okay, that's okay. We do offer 25% discount to veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, city, state, and federal employees as well. All right, let me see. Take that off. Oh no, you're okay. I know I have your email address, so you're good. I'll go ahead and send that right off to you, brother. Thank you, though. Oh, you ordered 2 mass holes, oil, and a butter. Can I do an oil butter giveaway for mass hole? Yeah, let me see. I can sure do that. Hold on 1 second. We are, so give me 1 second to cue this up here. So, all right, so for the bonus giveaway, this will be the one you just bought. So let me just, from Kyle, this is going to be a mass hole, butter and wash. Butter and oil giveaway. Okay. Yeah, so let's do the bonus giveaway now. Thanks to your order, Kyle. So bonus giveaway is this one right here. Okay, so for this, what we're going to do is we're going to use the hashtag masshole, MASSHOLE. So this is what you want to type in, hashtag masshole, and this will be for a butter and oil giveaway thanks to Kyle. Right. Oh, were you trying to win it back now? You trying to win your own back there, Kyle? Yeah, was it massive love from Kyle, right? Exactly. Elder Hiker's in the house. What's going on there, Elder Hiker? Good to see you. Garrett Bailey, how's it going? I didn't mean to join in. No worries. Day, man. If you win, it's yours. If Votto was here and he won, he would forward it to himself. Has anyone seen Vottoton? I haven't seen him. It's just a habit. You got it, man. No worries. All right. We've got 15 entries so far. Nice. 15 entries. I didn't want to join the others since I won a gift card, so this is awesome. Oh, sure, Dan, but you're okay, man. You can definitely You're all welcome to. Votto might be at Dan C. Oh, is he doing his show tonight? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I know, like I've just come to the conclusion that there's just no good night to do a show if you want to have everybody at the show. So it's just like everyone just needs to kind of pick and choose where they're gonna go to, and there's a lot of things competing for people's attention. So uh, that's all right. Okay, so since we have 14 here now, and we've got 15 entries, we'll go ahead and put the little countdown in. Again, it's hashtag Masshole. This is for a combo butter and oil. This is Kyle's collaboration corner scent, Masshole. Has a nice picture of Boston on the label, and it is the giveaway. Okay, 10 more seconds. Oh, the mayor's releasing a collab with Beard Octane. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem at all. Beard Octane, they're out of Connecticut. So and they do a lot of they're definitely they've got some movement in the beard world, that's for sure. Um, and if I'm not mistaken, the owner of Beard Octane is either former or current law enforcement too. So that's good. Good on him. Really appreciate his service to his community in that. All right, so now let's pick a winner because we've got 16 entries, and we're going to go ahead and draw right now. One, two, three. Okay, they're going, and who's going to win this Masshole butter and oil giveaway? Garrett Bailey. Congratulations, Garrett. You are the winner of a combo Masshole. So that is an oil and a butter, and what that is let me bring up the profile real quick here because I want to tell you exactly what the scent profile it is that you're getting. This is an apple, champagne, Cuban tobacco, sea salt, and lemon. And here's what I wrote about it. I said, in bottle, the scent of apple, lemon, and Cuban tobacco shine through at a medium strength. Once out of the bottle, the sea salt and champagne make their presence known while blending very well the apple, lemon, and Cuban tobacco. This is a pleasant, medium strength, undertoned scent with no heavy base notes. The Cuban tobacco is the upper base note, but great middle and upper notes. I rated this scent an A on January 18th, 2022. So I noticed there are no customer reviews yet on Masshole, so I know quite a few went out. So if you have Masshole and have not yet placed a review on the website, if you don't mind, head over to ferociousbeard.com and place your review on there, because that way other people can hear what you think about it, and it may just be enough to stir their interest in it. Garrett, let me see. I got to double check to see if I have you in my system here. So give me 1 second, please. Let me just take a look. Okay, let me just go here real quick. Okay, I do not think I do yet. So Garrett, if you don't mind, if you could send me an email with your name and address. And my email address is ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. Again, ferociousbeardmail@gmail.com. Or you can send me an Instagram message to Ferocious Beard Crew, and I'll get that, and I'll go ahead and send it in right away. So yes, first time with Ferocious. I thought so, Garrett, but I'm glad you got the chance to win this. I really think you'll be impressed with Masshole. It's just a wonderful scent, really is. Beard Ninja 84 is going to bed. Good night, everyone. Have to get to bed. All right, have a wonderful night. Have a great weekend. I know you're working a lot of hours this weekend, a lot on Saturday, but you've got that 1 hour on Sunday. Try to stay for like an extra hour or two just to make sure everybody's leaving. Then get yourself that extra pay and have a good Sunday too, brother. Take care. All right. And Russ says, I have Masshole oil. It's fire. Thank you very much. Yes, Garrett, please send your email address. And again, it's ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. That'll get it to me, and appreciate that. Dan says, I was in Hartford, Connecticut with a girlfriend at the time, and somebody jacked her car from the hotel parking lot. Wow, are you serious? Holy crap. Jesus, that's bad. Not quite as bad as what happened to my, well, no, what happened to you is worse. But I was gonna say, we went up to New England. My father passed away January, and so I took a road trip to Boston, and my sister from California also drove there. And on her way back, she stopped at Little Rock, Arkansas to stay overnight, and somebody smashed out her back window. Didn't steal a thing. They just smashed her window out at the hotel. And then, so of course, the rest of the trip back, because it was snowing and she couldn't get it fixed till she got back to California, and it was just a mess. But let's see. Oops, my bad. I need to post my thoughts. If Russ, no pressure, but if you can, if you get a chance, I know the website sends out emails to review. If you can, that'll be great. Let's see. El Archimundo, what's going on? My stay in California was great. I had a wonderful time. I really do like California a lot. I like the vibes there. The people are friendly. It's a walking, like tons of people walking around. Traffic is crazy, of course, but it's just a fun time. You know, the weather's great. So good times. Garrett says, I messaged you on Instagram. All right, let me just double check, sir. I think I got it. I am pretty sure I did. Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, Garrett. I will be sending that out to you this week. What'll happen is, if you want to also send me, here, let me just see. Please send, whoops. Please send email, and you can track, well, that's, you can track the order. Congrats. There we go. Thanks, Garrett. Appreciate that, man. Amrit, what's going on? Good to see you. How are you doing? But yeah, haven't been back to Connecticut. I know, it's stuff like that can just turn you off from a city, like, or from even a region. So crazy. Mike for some reason doesn't. Oh, the New England attitude. Hey, but New England attitude. But don't get me wrong, Ellie. There are some people in New England that really are assholes. But for the most part, people they say what they mean. Well, you know, you lived in Connecticut. They say what's on their mind, but they're honest with you, and they're not necessarily being rude. They're just saying, hey, this is it. This is how I feel. This is it. But hey, let's go grab a beer. You know what I mean? That New England attitude for sure. Yes. Maybe you'll win it sometime. I think Kyler's a real dude, and that's cool. Yes, exactly. Whether you're from Mass or from Colorado or wherever you're from. If you put your finger in the middle of New York, that's where I am. Love it. Just horrible taxes, politics from the burden of New York City on the rest of the state. Yeah, okay, I got you. Definitely. I'm going to bring up a map of New York, because that would be somewhere like, I guess, middle. Yep, okay. Sure. That's beautiful country, though. That's a beautiful area. I've driven through there. The time I drove back from New England, I went from, well, I guess I took 84 back, and so I crossed over like that Newburgh Beacon Bridge and took 84 through a lot of New York. Although I guess what for you would be going up more towards, like, heading up towards Binghamton, I guess. But that's all beautiful country up there. Kyle's aight. He's aight. Yeah. That guy's aight. For sure. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's so many characters, I guess you could say, in the community, the bearded community, and many of you are real. Some of you maybe not so real, but for the most part, I love the community we have here because everybody is essentially themselves and everybody takes care of each other. And in our community here, and that's what I really enjoy about you guys. Um, and like so, Ellie says here, I don't care about whatever drama, not my circus, not my monkeys. Yes, I do have my popcorn ready though. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, sometimes things are like train wrecks ready to happen, and human nature. Sometimes it's fun to kind of just tune in and see where this is gonna go. But I feel like, there's so much going on in our own lives that, you know, I could barely keep up with what I've got going on, let alone get involved in other people's drama. And so I think probably a lot of you are similar in nature where it's like, okay, yeah, let's tune in to see what's happening, but you know what? I'm done. I'm too busy for this. And we do our own things. And that's why I try to stay like as far away from drama as I can, whether it's positive or negative, or some people, I can't believe you're not making I can't believe you support this. I don't support drama. I support individual people. I support us in this community, just us together, and your life's your own individual ambitions. That's what I support. So oh, how close to Clifton Park? That's the furthest north you've made it to New York State. Nice. um Okay, Syracuse is easiest recognizable closest city if you follow college sports. Okay, Syracuse, nice. Hour and a half on I-90. Okay, see I-90. To me, I always know 90 as the Mass Pike, although it does obviously go a lot further west. Um, and there it is. In fact, there's Syracuse. Okay, yep, Rochester, and then into Buffalo, and then Niagara Falls. Which I've been to Niagara Falls before. Um, so let me see. Once, is that also 90? Yeah. So then 90 follows along Lake Erie down to Cleveland. Just seeing where does 90 stop, and then you get into like 80. Is it Chicago? No, I guess 90 keeps going after that too. Just wondering, where does it stop eventually? Madison, Wisconsin? But then it keeps going. Sorry, I'm just fixated on 90 now. Where does 90 keep going? Wisconsin and then into Minnesota. Wow, I didn't realize 90 went all the way through. Sorry, I'm still following 90 across the country right now. Where are we? Sioux Falls, Iowa. Okay. Still looking. Oh, Sturgis. 90 goes into Sturgis. Man, I'd love to have a booth at Sturgis, but... Okay, now we're talking about Wyoming. 90 goes through Wyoming. Did you guys know that 90 went that far? Do you guys ever drive out to the west on 90? Still following it. Well, I might as well keep going. Oh, 90 goes all the way to Spokane, Washington. Where does it dump at the end? Let's see. Where does it finally dump? Seattle. No shit. I had no idea 90 went all the way to Seattle, Washington. Wow. You learn something new every day. Very cool. All right. So let me see. As a reminder, Tuesday night, 7:30 Central Time, I'll be reviewing Crash Course. That is Bearded Hoosier Reviews Collaboration Corner scent. It is a cherry, rose, amber, oud, and vanilla scent. So that'll be happening Tuesday night, 7:30 Central Time. If it scores an A or a B, I'll put it up on the website for you to purchase in an oil, a balm, or butter. Either way, Bearded Hoosier Review is going to get a bottle of that. And What else? Heavy leather was the last scent I made. That was Tiki's. That is amber, geranium, patchouli, and rosemary. And that is available on the website now and has already got some really great feedback. So that's a wonderful scent from Tiki. So that is available now. Let's see. Dan says, furthest west you ever drove on 90 is Ohio. Okay. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Ellie says, I spent a bunch of time in Platkill, Highlands, Poughkeepsie, and Walden. Okay. All New York cities, New York areas, towns, and cities, I guess. Let me check to see if we have any more orders, just because I don't want to jip you guys out of any bonus giveaways. Just double check here. Okay, and the last order that I see came in from Kyle, 9:07 p.m. So this evening. So that's cool. Other than that, let's see. Do I have anything else going on? I don't really think I do. I think I'm all caught up. Russ says U.S. Highway 19 is a large roadway 4 blocks from your home in Holiday. I believe it goes all the way to Pennsylvania. Okay. 19. So U.S. Highway 19. Have to check that out. And I like sometimes taking the road less traveled, like instead of taking like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, sometimes I like to take like the the 66s kind of things. Your main street in town is US 287. You know something, Ellie? US 287. If it's the same one that is here in Texas, US 287, which it must be, that is only like about 8 miles from me. So I bet you that also will get you there. So if I'm just going to take a quick peek at that. Okay, so here it is, Fort Worth. There's 287. And yeah, that keeps going up. Keeps going, where is it? 287 to Amarillo, Texas. And then where does it go after that? Oh, that one looks like it stops, but it's so close though to Colorado. It's got to pick up. I can't find where it picks up, but I bet you it is all tied in together, though. Small world. Longmont, Colorado. Okay, so let me bring that up for a second. By the way, I know Colorado, like marijuana is legal now. When I did go to California, you could smell like just periodically you'd smell like marijuana, just in the air. It was like being at a concert. I didn't smell any cigarettes at all, but I did smell marijuana a couple of times. As now my daughter knows what marijuana smells like. Okay, yeah, there's 287. Where does it go? Oh, well, it's hard to figure. Like it just stops and then you pick it up again. Okay, cool. Then that looks like that goes down into Denver. So very cool. Martin, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Everything's good. Let's see. We did a couple of giveaways tonight. Let me get to that page here. We did a $50 gift card winner for Chris Cox. He won a $50 gift card. Then Greta won a $25 gift card. And then Garrett Bailey, he won a Mass Whole butter and oil giveaway. So good stuff. All good. At 1,791 miles long, it is the second longest 3-digit U.S. route. It serves as the major truck route between Fort Worth and Amarillo, Texas, and between Fort Collins, Colorado, and Laramie, Wyoming. Oh, wow. That is interesting. I've actually been to Laramie, Wyoming a couple of times. When I was in the Air Force in Wyoming, I had a girlfriend who lived in just outside Laramie. So been there a couple of times before I left Wyoming to go back to the East Coast. So good information though. Almost 1,800 miles long. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. It is Friday night, and it is 9:40 Central Time, 10:40 on the East Coast. Um, so thank you so much for being here. It's really great to be back in the seat. I'll be making some products overtime this weekend, and I hope to get everything out the door by Tuesday. I'll get some of them out Monday, but I'll get the rest of them out by Tuesday. If you guys have any questions, always reach out to me. Ferocious Beard Crew on Instagram, or ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. My name is Nate, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Take care.